Yes, good evening everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, audible. Good
Yes.
evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Someone please punch a message on the group. Ask them to join fast. We will wait for 2-3 minutes more and then we will start. Okay. I think let's start with the session. Can we start with the session? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So once again, I'm sorry. Good evening, all of you. So today I'm going to cover our fourth unit, okay, that is genetic algorithm, okay. So we'll be covering almost everything about the genetic algorithm in today's session. There are no practicals on the genetic algorithm. Almost, other than two practicals, we have already covered all the practicals. Am I right, Sairaj? Hira, Sairaj, anyone?
Yes.
Yes? Yes. Okay. So let me just share my screen with you all. Is it visible? Just a quick confirmation from you all.
Yes.
Yes, it's visible. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
So let me go with this one. Okay. So first we will try to understand the genetic algorithm in short, what exactly it is, and after that we will start some more details about it. Okay. So I have prepared one this talk as well as there's one PPT also based on this. Okay. So let's try to understand what exactly is this visible to you all. The screen is visible now. Okay. So let's try to
Yes.
understand what is the genetic algorithm and what is the use of the genetic algorithm. So why we are basically using the genetic algorithm. Okay. Why it is not getting added. So let's try to understand this. So what exactly genetic algorithm helps you to find the best solution to the difficult problems. That is a first very important thing about the genetic algorithm, especially when there are many possibilities and you don't know the exact rule to find out the answer. Okay, suppose let's take an example. I'll give you another example. Suppose you wanted to go for a particular job. You have lots of opportunities right now with you, three, four, whatever it is, and now you wanted to choose the best one. Okay, so how you will choose the best one? Okay, and what should be the rule that you are going to apply to find out the best job over here? I'm just giving you the example. So the genetic algorithm is going to help us in that. Are you with me, everyone? Are you getting the use of this?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Yeah, okay. So real life example, imagine you are trying to find a best meal recipe out of the 1,000, but you don't know which ingredients works best and you can't try every combination manually. मुझे एक बेस्ट रेसिपी बनाना है, अभी मैं उसमें क्या डालूँ? I'll just give you the example. Should I put a turmeric or should I put a ajwain or maybe a jeera or maybe whatever it is, or maybe the chili flakes, or what exactly the combination? Is it that you sit and you will try each and every combination? Is it possible practically? Tell me. No. Okay. So what you require some kind of a solution which is going to give you that which ingredients or the combination of the ingredients works best. See, the people are still coming. Here are something to do about this. So can we wait for 2 more minutes? Just put a message on the group that I'm just giving you a 2 minutes of window for joining. After that, I'm not going to allow anyone. मेरा लिंक ही चला जाता है continuously.
Drop a message.
Yeah, please. Okay. So how the genetic algorithm work? Let's try to understand it in a layman's term. So start with a bunch of the random recipes. Try out and see which tastes goods. That is, we call it as a fitness. यहाँ पे अभी कुछ terminologies आएंगे that we need to understand. So try out and see which tastes good. That is, we call it as a fitness. Mix the good ones and slightly change them and try again. Okay, repeat this until you find out the tastiest recipe. Tastiest recipe. Can I say something like this? आ रहा है समझ में? Hello? Yes, okay. So we will start with the random recipes. Okay, we will try out and see which tastes the good, that is a fitness. We will try to mix them and slightly change them and try it again. And we will repeat this until we will get the final recipe, okay? Where it is basically used. So it is basically used in the scheduling algorithms, okay? That is making the class or a train or the staff schedules without the conflict, okay? अगर आपको टाइम टेबल बनाना है, कैसे टाइम टेबल बेस्ट बनेगा? और मे बी ट्रेन शेड्यूलिंग करना है, स्टाफ शेड्यूलिंग करना है, विदाउट एनी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स यू कैन यूज द genetic algorithm. We can use the genetic algorithm in the machine learning, like choosing the best feature or the hyperparameters. Okay, आपको पता है ना hyperparameters? All of you, do you know the hyperparameters? Yes or no? बहुत सारे कॉम्बिनेशंस है, उसमें से कौन से कॉम्बिनेशन बेस्ट वर्क होते हैं? Okay, for the machine learning, we go for the hyperparameters. Traveling salesman problem. Anyone has heard about it? Finding the shortest route for the delivery. Okay. Game AI. Evolving the strategies in the game. Engineering design. Optimizing the shapes, layouts, and the circuits. Okay. So for all such things, we can basically go for using the genetic algorithm. Are you with me, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So where it is used, we have seen. So difference between the genetic algorithm and some of the traditional algorithm. Let's try to understand this. So if you look at the approach, okay, in the traditional approach, it is a rule based. It uses the formulas or some kind of a gradients. In genetic algorithm, it is inspired by the natural evolution. That is why the name is called as a genetic. Obviously, we are going to see the complete process, how it works. But that is why we called it as a genetic, natural. Okay. यहाँ पे search कैसे follow करता है? Follows a fixed path. We called it as a greedy gradients. यहाँ पे searches may be many solutions in the parallel. ये क्या करता है? एक solution देखेगा. If it is not working, it will go for the next solution. Okay, next. फिर से जाएगा. If it is not working, it will go to the next one. Again, it is not working, it will go to the next one. Okay. But it will happen in the serial way. Greedy करेगा, बहुत time consuming करेगा. This happens in the parallel. वो सारे solutions parallelly search करेगा. Search methods. Problem knowledge needs a detailed math and the derivatives. We require the detailed mathematical things. In genetic does not need the problem structure. We don't need to have the problem structure. Local minima issue, okay, often get stuck in the local best solution. या हमेशा क्या होता है कि उसको जो लोकल बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन मिल जाता है जहाँ पे it goes over here. But over here in the genetic algorithm, it tries to find out the global best solution. I'll give you the example, just a minute, of this one. Okay, so what is a local minima and global minima? I'll just let you know. So suppose sorry. Okay, you are basically what you can say, you are on the top of the mountain. Okay, so something like this. Okay, you are over here right now, and this is called as a, you have to reach the global. This is the best solution because you have to come down. But what happens in many a times, it gets stuck over here, it comes over here or maybe over here. So these are called as a local minima solutions. Are you getting it? So this is a local minima and this is a global minima. So many a times traditional problems solve करते करते यहाँ तक ही आ जाते हैं. So they find out the best solution but may not be the best. Can I say coming over here from here to here down, this is what is my, if this is what is a problem, coming here is the best solution instead of stuck over here? What you say? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Just check someone wants to. So that is a problem. Then exploration. It is less exploratory. It uses the mutation and crossover to explore it broadly. We will see what is the mutation and the crossover afterwards. See, fast. Okay, for the simple problems we are going to get, but still, okay, for complex problem it is going to be fast because it goes into the parallel way. Okay, are you with me everyone? Hello? Yes or no? Up to this,
Yes,
समझ में आ
ma'am.
रहा है ना? Yes. Okay. So what is the summary? Genetic algorithm starts trial and error inspired by the evolution. Best for the complex, large and unpredictable problems, and doesn't need the formulas or the gradients, works with the evolving better and better solutions. Okay, I'll give you a simple example. आपको सबको पता है कि हमारा इवोल्यूशन कैसे हुआ है, मतलब पहले बहुत सारे, पहले मंकीज थे, फिर मंकीज से लेके आज तक. सो एवरीवन मस्ट हैव स्टडीड दिस इन द हिस्ट्री एंड एवरीवन, एम आई राइट? साइंस में भी सीखा है सब लोगों ने. यस और नो?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, तो कैसे हुआ है? हाउ द जेनेटिक हैज बीन चेंज, बहुत ड्रास्टिकली चेंज हो गया है ना, एम आई राइट? नाउअडेज सो वी कॉल्ड इट एज, सम ऑफ देम आर say Gen Zs होते हैं, अल्फा है and whatever beta, am I right? Are you with me? So
Yes,
if you
yes,
look at even you at your family also, you can see a lot of genetic changes has happened, evolved. Okay, so that is basically the main what we can say, the gist how the genetic algorithm basically works. Okay, so let's try to understand this. So genetic algorithm is inspired by the process of natural evolution as introduced by the Charles Darwin. So it is a biological concept such as the genes होते हैं, chromosomes होते हैं, natural selection होता है, crossover होता है और mutation होता है. जैसे हमारे genes में होता है, same is going to happen over here to find out the best solution. Okay, so it again, this algorithm is also going to use the concept of genes, chromosomes, natural selection, crossover and the mutation. A chromosome represents a potential solution. Okay, chromosome क्या बोलता है? Potential solution. Evolution occurs through the survival of the fittest, where the better solutions are more likely to reproduce. We know this is the Darwin's principle. Am I right? हाँ या ना? सब लोगों ने डार्विन्स प्रिंसिपल सीखा है स्कूल में. सर्वाइवल ऑफ द फिटेस्ट. एम आई राइट?
Yes, ma'am. Right, right.
यस. ओके, अभी देखते हैं हम लोग ट्रेडिशनल वर्सेस जेनेटिक एल्गोरिथम. हम लोग पूरा प्रोसेस देखने वाले, क्या क्या टर्मिनोलॉजीज है एंड एवरीथिंग. So traditional optimization algorithm includes a method like gradient descent, okay, Newton-Raphson, okay, or linear programming. It requires a problem-specific mathematical formulations. and often stuck in the local optimum. Genetic algorithm is the population-based search techniques. There is no requirement for the gradient or the derivative information or the formulas. Better for escaping the local minima and exploring the diverse regions of the solution space. Okay. अभी genetic algorithm and search space मतलब क्या होता है? The search space include all possible solution. अभी देखो terminology start होता है. सबसे पहले मेरे पास बहुत सारे possibilities है और मुझे क्या करना है, ये बहुत सारे possibilities में से best निकाला है. Am I right? हाँ या ना? So can I say search space is nothing but all the possible solutions that I have? Okay. So genetic algorithm operates on the population of the candidate solutions. इसमें से क्या क्या best हो सकते हैं? So population of the candidate solution that it is going to take it from the search space. We will come to that point. Okay. Solutions are then encoded often in the binary strings and the fitness function evaluates how good a solution is. मतलब ये search space है, ये क्या करेगा? Genetic algorithm ये search space है. ऑब्वियसली सारे नहीं, थाउजेंड्स लेकिन पॉसिबल कैंडिडेट सॉल्यूशन क्या हो सकते हैं, उसको हम लोग एनकोड करेंगे और उसे हम लोग फिटनेस फंक्शन के लिए देंगे. फिटनेस फंक्शन फाइंड आउट करेगा कि हाउ गुड द सॉल्यूशन इज एंड देन वी विल ट्राई टू रिपीट दिस प्रोसेस अगेन एंड अगेन. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? हेलो, लॉजिकली समझ में आ रहा है? ओके. सो दिस वी हैव ऑलरेडी सेड. सो अप्रोच इज डिटर्मिनिस्टिक, यहाँ पे स्टोकेस्टिक है. सर्च मैकेनिज्म सिंगल पॉइंट होता है, यहाँ पे मल्टी पॉइंट होता है क्योंकि पॉपुलेशन है. प्रॉब्लम डिपेंडेंसी वेरी हाई, इट इज वेरी लो. Local minima issues are likely to be there, less likely to be there. Okay. So what are the basic terminologies? Now this is very important. First is called as a gene. So मतलब encoded version of the solution. जब भी हम लोग ने देखा से वो ऑल पॉसिबल सॉल्यूशंस में से हम लोग पॉपुलेशन कैंडिडेट सॉल्यूशन निकालेंगे कि क्या क्या बेस्ट हो सकता है और उसको हम लोग एनकोड करते हैं. नाउ दिस एनकोडेड थिंग, एनकोडेड वर्जन ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन वी कॉल्ड इट एज अ क्रोमोसोम. आर यू विथ मी? आर यू विथ मी? हेलो?
यस मैम.
यस. ओके. ये एनकोडेड सॉल्यूशन जो भी है दैट इज क्रोमोसोम. A part of the chromosome is represented as a feature. मतलब हर एक जो क्रोमोसोम पूरा सॉल्यूशन है उसमें से कुछ कुछ फीचर्स रहेंगे. दैट फीचर्स आर नथिंग बट द जीन. देन वी हैव a allele. Okay, allele, that is a value of the gene. What is the value of the gene? What is the value of that particular feature? Okay. Then we have a genotype, that is a genetic makeup. Okay, encoded things. We have a phenotype, that is a decoded, that is actual solution. We have a population that is called as a set of potential solutions, and fitness is nothing but qualifies a quality of the solution. अभी ये सारे solutions में से जो fitness test pass करेगा we called it as a best solution. And how we are going to identify? So we have the fitness function. How we are going to qualify the quality of the solution? Are you with me, everyone? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
So let's look at this in a more detail. अभी population क्या है? A group of possible answers to a problem. It is a population. So imagine you are trying to guess the best recipe for a cake. Each recipe in a solution, okay, is called as a population. Can you see? Each recipe is the solution. बराबर है? The population is a list of all the different recipes you are trying out. Can I say this is the population? Are you with me? All the recipes. Hello? Hello? Everyone, are you with
Yes,
me?
ma'am. With you.
Okay. Then
Yes, yes.
chromosome. What is a chromosome? A single solution in the population. अभी यहाँ पे अगर मेरे पास 20 solutions है, every solution, can I say this is a chromosome? Yes. So think of the recipe card. It has all the ingredients and the steps to make the cake. That is your chromosome. मतलब अगर मैं केक बना रही हूँ, let's assume that if I am talking about a chocolate cake, तो चॉकलेट केक के इंग्रेडिएंट्स अलग रहेंगे obviously. If I'm trying the fruit cake is another solution, okay, population, okay, so that is again the ingredients will be different. If I'm talking about a totally without egg wala, that is a complete vegetarian cake, so the ingredients will be different. If I'm talking about the non-veg, that is a vegetarian cake, so that is again a totally different recipes. So ये ingredients जो है, okay, that is every recipe, every solution in the population is called as a क्रोमोसोम. और वो क्रोमोसोम जो भी रेसिपीज है उसमें हर एक में कुछ ना कुछ फीचर्स रहेंगे और स्टेप्स रहेंगे वो कैसे आ रहे हैं. So how you are creating, how you are making a chocolate cake, how you are going to make a fruit cake, how you are going to make a complete vegetarian cake. So are you getting this? A single solution within the population is called as a chromosome, and chromosome contains all the ingredients and the steps. Are you with me? Now the next part is called as a gene, a part of the chromosome that represents a feature. So one recipe card, मतलब क्या है? रेसिपी कार्ड है. क्रोमोसोम मतलब क्या है? रेसिपी कार्ड है. So one recipe card, each ingredients or the steps is called as a gene. Am I right? So let's say use 2 eggs, bake for 30 minutes. Can I say or use this ingredients? So every steps under ingredients within that particular chromosome is called as a gene, or we call it as a feature. Correct, everyone? Are you getting the terminology? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Now the next one. It's called as a mutation. What do you mean by mutation? A small random change in a gene to try something new. We called it as a mutation. मतलब मेरे पास एक रेसिपी कार्ड है. Okay, maybe you randomly decide to add an extra spoon of sugar to the one chromosome, that is your recipe card. Can I say I'm trying some mutations over here, which is going to give me some new idea? Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Then comes the selection. So pick up the best recipe, that is a solution to be present. Okay. That is a parents for the next generation. So imagine you bake all the cakes, test them, choose the tastiest one to improve and combine. Okay. So जितने tastiest वाले थे उनको सारों को combine करके आपने एक नया रेसिपी लेके आए. Can I say this is a selection? Hello? And then where you are going to stop? Are you going to continue this? No. We require some stopping criteria for this. A condition to stop the process, that is called as a termination criteria. ये algorithm, genetic algorithm to find out the best solution. Okay, this we are taking right now for the recipes, but as we have already discussed, it works with almost everything. Am I right? So how you are going to find out the solution? To you stop testing new recipes when you have found a very tasty cake. That is the first thing. Or you have tried 100 generations and don't want to keep going. मतलब epochs, iterations. मैंने iteration criteria बोला कि 100 ही times ये run होना चाहिए, and then whatever the best that I'm going to get. Or maybe I got something best. Or you can see after trying so many things for the long time, there is no improvement. So these can be the stopping criteria, okay, of the genetic algorithm. Are you with me, everyone, now?
Yes.
Hello?
Ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes.
what is the complete flow of the genetic algorithm? Like a recipe experiment. Okay. तो मैं आपको फिर से केक रेसिपी का ही पूरा फ्लो देती हूँ, and then we will come to the actual diagram. Okay. Start with the random recipes. We called it as an initial population. Evaluate each one by baking and testing. That is, we called it as a fitness evaluation. Select the best recipe. We called it as a selection. Mix them up to create the new ones. We called it as a crossover. Make a small change randomly. We called it as a mutation. Repeat the process with the new recipes, again with the new recipes, find out which one, and stop when you find a perfect recipe or you have tired of baking or you have reached to a say iteration criteria. Is this clear? Is this clear how the
Yes.
genetic
Yes.
algorithm works? Okay. That is why I've taken a very simple layman's example so that you will understand it in a better way. Okay. So what are the applications? Let's say first one is a time scheduling. So goal is automatically generate a timetable with the no class clashes. कैसे करोगे बोलो? Start with the random timetables, right? Evaluate them, select the best one that is less conflict, crossover, mix the part of the two timetables, mutation, randomly change the class timings, repeat until you get the perfect timetable with the no clashes, stop when you satisfied or the max tries are done. Clear all of you?
Yes. Clear.
Hello? Same. So genetic algorithm, simple genetic algorithm के steps क्या है? Okay. This is the diagram. I'm going to come to that one. Initialization. So randomly generate the initial population. Then evaluation. Calculate the fitness for each chromosome. हर एक क्रोमोसोम का क्वालिटी, क्रोमोसोम मतलब क्या है? हर एक सॉल्यूशन है ये आपके पॉपुलेशन में. सिलेक्शन, चूज द बेस्ट फिट इंडिविजुअल्स, क्रॉसओवर करो, recombine the pair to create the offspring, mutation, randomly change the gene value, replacement, replace the worst solution, termination, stop when the convergence or the max generation has been reached. So this is a genetic algorithm. So start, okay, generate the initial population, calculate the fitness, selection, crossover, mutation. Is the termination criteria satisfied? नहीं है, अगेन रिपीट करो. अगर यस है तो एंड करो. फाइन. हेलो.
Yes.
Yes.
अभी यहाँ पे क्या क्या ऑपरेटर्स है, लेट्स understand. Okay, genetic algorithm. In the genetic algorithm, first is the selection. Okay, so that is a roulette wheel selection or the tournament or maybe the rank base. फिर आता है आपका correlation, bit flip or maybe the Gaussian, and Elistins. Okay, that is a preserve the top individuals into the next generation. Okay, so क्या क्या operators रहते हैं उसको हम लोग we are going to see in the. Okay, let me just check over here. Okay, operators in the genetic algorithm. Let me just check. एक ही मिनट देना मुझे. There is one notebook on this. शायद यहाँ पे होगा. जस्ट अ मिनट. ओके, ये तो मैंने आपको सब बताया क्या क्या होता है. सो जेनेटिक एल्गोरिथम कैसे वर्क होता है. सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू रिपीट. ओके, क्रोमोसोम्स क्या होते हैं. ओके, सो दिस इज अ कंप्लीट क्रोमोसोम और क्रोमोसोम्स में क्या रहते हैं? जीन्स रहते हैं. कैन यू सी दिस?
Yes, ma'am.
Genotype and the phenotype. Okay, so every genes represents a gene. Genes can be represented like this. So this is a one chromosome. Within the chromosome, these are the features, or we can say the genes, and genes are represented like this. Okay, fitness is an individual in the GA. Okay, it has a value of objective functions. Okay, so fitness functions रहते हैं. Populations हम लोग ने देखा है क्या होता है. So if this is a population, populations contains many solutions, and these solutions are represented in the form of the combination of the genes. Is it clear? So this is called as a complete population. Are you with me? Hello? ओके सो यहाँ पे देखो कैसे स्टार्ट होता है. स्टार्ट क्रिएट द रैंडम पॉपुलेशन ऑफ द n chromosomes, that is n solutions. Fitness evaluates the f of x, हर एक solution for each chromosome in the population. सेकेंड न्यू पॉपुलेशन. ओके कैसे करोगे न्यू पॉपुलेशन, कैसे क्रिएट करोगे? ओके दैट इज अ सिलेक्शन. ओके बेस्ड ऑन द एफेक्ट्स जो भी आपको फिटनेस मिला है, क्रॉस ओवर करो. उसमें से जो सॉल्यूशंस आपको फिटनेस में मिले उसको क्रॉस ओवर करो, मतलब कंबाइन करो. 2 टाइम टेबल को कंबाइन करो या समथिंग 3 टाइम टेबल को. उसमें म्यूटेशन करो, दैट इज म्यूटेट द क्रोमोसोम, स्लाइड चेंज करो. एंड देन व्हेन यू produce a new populate, replace the old with the new population, that is this is a new generation. Now test it whether it is satisfying the fitness criteria. Okay, if it is not, again continue with this one. This is called as the genetic algorithm. So initialize, evaluate, okay, exploit, explode. Are you with me? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
So selection is the first step, consists of selecting the individuals for the reproduction. So selection is done randomly with the probability depending on the relative of the fitness, okay, of the individual. So that the best one are often chosen for the reproduction, okay, rather than the poor ones. Reproduction मतलब क्या? Second step. Okay, offsprings are bred by selecting the by selected individuals, okay, for generating the new chromosomes. Okay. Evaluation, again evaluation, how we are going to do it? The fitness function. And the replacement, during the last step individuals from the old populations are getting replaced. Okay, so this is we have done. Okay, so this is the process. Again I have given you a simple generate the random population. This is a population. यहाँ पे जाएगा सिलेक्शन, दिस इज अ पैरिंग. उसमें क्या करो? क्रॉसओवर करो, म्यूटेशन करो, ऑफस्प्रिंग ऐड करो, एंड देन सर्वाइवल. इज इट सर्वाइवल? If yes, then the goal is achieved, terminate. If no, then again go for the selection, parents, same thing. Are you getting my point? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So अभी हम लोग जो ऑपरेटर्स देख रहे थे, एनकोडिंग, सिलेक्शन, क्रॉसओवर एंड द म्यूटेशन. Let's try to go for this. The first one is called as a encoding. Encoding is what? Encoding is the process of representing the individual genes. आप individual genes को कैसे represent करोगे? अभी हम लोग ने डायग्राम में देखा था, we were representing this in the form of binary. Am I right? Using the bits or the numbers or the trees or the arrays or anything. So either it can be a binary encoding or octal encoding, hexadecimal, okay, permutations, value encoding, tree encoding, it can be anything. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, clear.
Okay, so let's see chromosome 1, chromosome 2. This is called as a binary encoding. This is called as a octal, okay, octal encoding. This is called as a hexadecimal. This is called as a permutation, एक permutation combination, permutation encoding, okay. This is chromosome 1, chromosome 2. This is called as a value encoding, मतलब values के base पे, back, right, forward, left, something like this, okay. So like this, basically they're different. How you are going to represent each and every gene, or we call it as a feature within the one chromosome. Chromosome is called as a solution. Okay, so there are different ways of the operator. So the first operator in the genetic algorithm is called as a encoding. Is it clear? All of you? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Then comes the selection. So what is a selection? Selection is a process of choosing the two parents from the population for crossover. मतलब कौन से दो आप क्रोमोसोम सिलेक्ट करोगे, okay, from whatever that you have chosen, okay, for the crossover, that is mixing up, okay. So how to choose the individuals in the population that will create the offspring for the next generations, and how many offspring each will create. So as I've told you, there are different operators for this: Rollout wheel selection, random selection, rank selection, tournament selection, Boltzmann selection, stochastic universal sampling. Okay, all these are there. So let's try to understand. The first one is called as a Rollout wheel selection. अभी यहाँ पे देखो क्या रहा है. Parents are selected according to their fitness. The better the chromosomes are, the more the chance to be selected selected they have. अगर मेरे पास क्रोमोसोम 1 2 3 4 है, उसमें से कौन सा बेटर है, that we will select it. The two parents. Are you getting my point? So this can be simulated by following algorithm. जैसे let's see, calculate the sum of all the chromosome fitness in the population. मतलब अगर population में 5 chromosomes है, 5 solutions है, हर एक का क्या करो, एक fitness find out करो, sum, fitness sum, S. Generate the random number from the intervals, okay? जो भी sum मिला है 0 to S से एक random number generate किया. Go through the population and sum fitness from 0 to S where the S is greater than the R. So एक मैंने random number जो generate किया है, तो ऐसे chromosomes जिसका R is what we can say where the S is greater than R, जिसमें sum is greater than this random number. अगर है, so that are getting selected. Otherwise, no. Are you getting my point? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. So it is something like this. Let me just go to the. Okay. अगर ये मेरा population है, ये population में, say these are the solutions. Okay, chromosome. So C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, okay, C6. Okay, अभी ये ध्यान में रखो. अभी मैंने क्या किया, मैंने फिटनेस से एक सम फाइंड आउट किया. सो समथिंग इज सम. सो अगर मैं सम बोलती हूँ, दिस इज अ 300. ओके, रैंडमली चूज करो. अभी मैं एक रैंडम नंबर जनरेट कर रही हूँ R. ओके, कहाँ से जनरेट करोगे, 0 to 300 में से एक रैंडम नंबर जनरेट करो. अभी हर एक क्रोमोसोम का सम फाइंड आउट करो, हर एक क्रोमोसोम का, एंड चेक करो. अगर क्रोमोसोम का सम is greater than whatever the random number is there, we say this is a solution that can participate into the crossover. अगर उसका sum is less than the random number R, अगर random number generate हुआ है R is equal to say 38, something like this. So if it is less than the R, this is not going to participate into the crossover. Are you getting my point now? Everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a Ronald-Will selection. अभी rank selection में क्या होता है? The previous selection we will have a problem when the fitness differs very much. For example, if the best chromosome fitness is 90% of all the Ronald-Will, then the other chromosomes will have very less chance to get selected. अगर एक का ही बहुत ज्यादा है, बाकी सारे बहुत कम है, तो एक ही सिलेक्ट होगा. बाकी सारे अगर वो रैंडम नंबर से सिलेक्ट ही नहीं हुए तो, सो दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम. सो वी गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट सॉल्यूशन. नेक्स्ट काइंड ऑफ हाउ वी कैन चूज द टू क्रोमोसोम्स फॉर द क्रॉसओवर. सो रैंक बेस्ड. सो रैंक सिलेक्शन फर्स्ट रैंक्स द पॉपुलेशन एंड देन एवरी क्रोमोसोम रिसीव्स अ फिटनेस फ्रॉम इट्स रैंकिंग. एवरी क्रोमोसोम का जो फिटनेस सम है, फिटनेस है, उससे उसको एक रैंकिंग मिलेगा. So chromosome 3 may be having the rank 1. Okay, so the worst will have the fitness 1. Okay, second worst will have the 2 and go on like this. So जिसका fitness बहुत ज़्यादा है, which that will have the highest rank. और जिसका कम है, that will have the lowest rank. Are you getting my point? And this is how we are going to choose it. Are you with me, everyone? Hello? So chromosome 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, situation before the ranking. अभी situation after the ranking क्या हो जाएगा? अभी इसका sum बहुत ज़्यादा है, but we will go for the rank 1. Then, sorry, not, this is a rank 1, this is a rank 2, this is a rank 3, this is a rank 4, like this. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, we are with you.
Okay, so we can have multiple methods. So you just have to understand, or maybe random selection is we are going to select it randomly. Okay, so like that we are going to select for the solution. अभी हम लोग ने select करने के बाद crossover करेंगे. Okay, so crossover is a process of taking the two parents solutions and produce from them a child. एक new solution produce करेंगे. So after the selection, okay, that is a reproduction process, the population is enriched with the better individuals. क्योंकि हम लोग ने best parents choose किए, best solutions choose किए यहाँ पे. Are you getting my point? So we called it as a crossover operator. Okay, is applied to mating the pool with the hope that it creates a better offspring. अभी कैसे देखो, check करो. Single point crossover. What do you mean by this? If this is a parent one, this is a parent two. Okay, यहाँ पे देखो. This is a string and this is a string. This is a string and this is a string. Can you see this? What we have done crossover में बोलो मुझे. इसका ये पार्ट लिया है और यहाँ का ये पार्ट लिया. Can you see this? ऑफ स्ट्रिंग क्रिएट किया हम लोग ने नया. हेलो हेलो. So what is going to happen in the single point crossover? One crossover point is selected. Binary string from beginning of the chromosome to the crossover point is copied from one parent and the rest is copied from the second parent. So one is from this parent, one is from this parent, and whatever that we are going to get is a new solution. Is it clear? Hello, single point crossover.
Yes.
Let me know now by looking at the diagram what we are doing in the 2-point crossover. See this point we are taken, am I right? Then we are excluding this point. Again we are taking this point. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes. And then what we are going to do is we are going to take this particular point. So first parent said 2 points and then next point that we are going to get is called as a 2-point crossover. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So कैसे crossover करेंगे हम लोग? Okay. Then we have a uniform crossover. Tell me what is happening in the uniform crossover. First 3 points from this one, then exclude the 3 points, then 2 points, then again 2 points, exclude some points, then these points. Okay, so this points and this point, then some of these points, so something like this. So bits are randomly copied from the first or from the second part. This we called it as a uniform crossover. किसी का तो voice on है, please बंद करो. Mute yourself, someone. किसका voice on है? So this is called as a uniform crossover. ऐसे कर सकते हैं. Arithmetic crossover. ये दोनों का and करेंगे. This is called as a arithmetic crossover. Okay. So shuffle crossover. हम लोग क्या करेंगे? Shuffle करेंगे. Okay. Not necessary कि यही points आने चाहिए. We are going to shuffle it. This is called as a shuffle crossover. Okay. So these are basically called as a crossover. So crossover से हमें एक नया solution मिलेगा. अभी वो नया solution मिलने के बाद भी there is a one more step that we are going to do is we are going to do something called as a mutation. That means whatever the new recipe that we got it from the 2 different solutions, that is 2 different chromosomes which we have selected, which will be the best one, उसमें हम लोग ने crossover भी किया. अभी हम लोग क्या करेंगे, उसमें mutation करेंगे. So mutation क्या क्या होगा? Flipping, interchanging and reverse. अभी यहाँ पे बोलो क्या हो रहा है? आफ्टर क्रॉसओवर मुझे ये मिला, आफ्टर म्यूटेशन मुझे ये मिल रहा है. कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली वी आर डूइंग? अ स्लाइट चेंज दैट वी आर डूइंग इज कॉल्ड एज अ म्यूटेशन. बोलो मुझे. दिस देन इसमें चेंज किया मैंने एंड दिस समथिंग लाइक दिस. अगेन दिस रिमेन्स. अ स्लाइट चेंज हैज हैपेंड. कैन यू सी दिस? यहाँ पे 1 था, यहाँ पे मैंने 0 कर दिया. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? फ्लिपिंग. हेलो.
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
यस. ओके. सो यू आर गोइंग टू फ्लिप इट, या इंटरचेंज करो या रिवर्स करो. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ म्यूटेशन. और ये सब के बाद आपको जो मिलता है वी कॉल्ड इट एज अ सम सॉल्यूशन. अगेन यू आर गोइंग टू चेक इज इट द बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन. इफ नो देन अगेन रिपीट दिस प्रोसेस. और कब तक करोगे ये? व्हाट विल बी द स्टॉपिंग क्राइटेरिया? मैक्सिमम जनरेशन. जैसे मैंने बोला कि 100 इपॉक्स तक ये रन होना चाहिए, या फिर इलैप्स टाइम मैंने बोला कि इतने टाइम तक ही रन होना चाहिए. एंड देन व्हाटएवर द बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन. नो चेंज इन द फिटनेस. बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन. बार बार मुझे वही बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन मिल रहा है. ओके. या फिर स्टॉल द जनरेशन, स्टॉल द लिमिट. ओके, जो भी आपका प्रोसेस होगा. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ स्टॉपिंग क्राइटेरिया. आर यू विथ मी ऑल ऑफ यू up to this?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, सो म्यूटेशन कैसे होता है, स्टॉपिंग कंडीशंस क्या होते हैं, दैट वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस. नाउ व्हाट आर द कंस्ट्रेंट्स इन द जेनेटिक एल्गोरिथम, लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस पार्ट. सो क्या क्या कंस्ट्रेंट्स है, कंस्ट्रेंट्स कैन बी अ बजट, साइज, कैपेसिटी एक्सेट्रा. एंड हाउ दे कैन बी हैंडल, पेनल्टी फंक्शंस, एड सम पेनल्टी टू अनफिट सॉल्यूशंस. मगर जैसे जैसे अनफिट सॉल्यूशन मिला है तो उसको पेनल्टी करो एंड रिमूव करो, so that your population size becomes less. Okay, repair functions, modify the invisible solutions to the feasible solutions. Okay, थोड़ा repairing करो. And constraints handling strategy, soft या hard constraints करो. Okay, so problem in solving the genetic algorithm, define the objective functions, encode the problem as a chromosome, apply the GA operators, evaluate the fitness, use a GA flow to evaluate the better solutions. Okay, so example applications we have already discussed, that is a traveling salesman, feature selection करना है in ML, कौन से feature best है, या resource allocation करना है आपको properly, scheduling task करना है. So all these things you can use it basically the what we can say, the genetic algorithm. Are you getting my point? So genetic algorithm के भी classifications होते हैं, जैसे binary GA, real coded GA chromosomes, multi-objective GA, okay, that is optimize the multiple conflict objectives, parallel and distributed GAs, okay. Then Holland classifier systems भी है, जैसे combine the rule based systems with the GA, so represents a solution as if then else rules. Okay, normally it uses in the traditional algorithm, but not necessary. Can we combine this to, yes, we can combine this, so that can be the another way of doing it, and this can also be used in the robotics. Obviously our focus is not on this right now. So genetic programming भी होता है, like GA where the chromosome represents the computer programs, or evolve the logic formulas and the control strategies, use in the symbolic representations, automatic code generation, decision making systems, and all that stuff. So finally let's come to the advantages and disadvantages. Works well for the non-differentiable and multimodal functions, flexible है, adaptable है, global optimization capabilities है, but उसके limitations भी है. Can be computationally expensive, okay, requires careful parameter tuning, and may converge slowly or get stuck into the, sometimes, not every time, into the local optima. Okay, applications we have already discussed, so I'm not going for the applications. Is this clear now, everyone? Genetic algorithm, yes or no?
Yeah. Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Now let me just open my Anaconda Navigator and we will do one more practical and then we will stop. Will that be fine, everyone? ये notes में immediately हिरा share करूँगी after the session. फिर हम लोग का भी एक ही चीज बचता है, that is the unit I think 2. थोड़ा सा यूनिट 2 का बाकी है हमारा, that we will complete it, right? थ्योरी है लेकिन वो पूरा का पूरा. So that completes our practical as well as our syllabus. उसके बाद most probably 1st-2nd जून तक मैं आपको एक क्विज ये करूँगी, चलेगा ना? और साइराज आपने मुझे मैसेज किया था, कुछ डायग्राम का इश्यू है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll check that diagram today. थोड़ा सा मुझे टाइम दे दो, since I'm traveling continuously ना, मैं वो कर देती हूँ. Just a minute. हमारा कौन सा प्रैक्टिकल रह गया था, इसको पता है? 9th ना, आई थिंक. एनीवन?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That is a Cartesian product within the fuzzy set, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go for the very simple. मतलब इतना सही प्रोग्राम है. Cartesian product कैसे होता है? सबसे पहले बोलो मुझे. Everything to everything. Am I right now? Hello.
Right.
Right. Before that, let me just give me a minute. एक मिनट है. एक ही मिनट है. I'll just go with एक मिनट. ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है मेरा? Just give me a minute. Okay, product happens. Okay, and then we will go for the practice. चलेगा ना सबको?
Yes, chalega.
So that it will be clear. Now everyone please observe this. Let it getting share. यहाँ पे ना थोड़ा सा मेरा नेटवर्क का इशू है. Since I'm traveling.
It is.
Okay. 2 x3 are the members of the fuzzy set. 0.3, 0.7 and 1 is the membership. Am I right? Am I right? Hello? And B is the another. Is my voice clear to you all?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, हाँ. Someone please respond क्योंकि मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा है क्या हो रहा है.
Okay.
Okay. And 2 are the members and these are the what we can say the membership operators. So let's try to understand how we are going to perform the Cartesian product. Now I want everyone to understand it very clearly. I'm not going to talk in between. You just observe and then we will discuss and then we will try to solve the problem based on this. Okay.
Welcome back. In this video, I will discuss how to perform Cartesian product on a given fuzzy sets with the help of simple solved
सबको
example.
सुनाई दे रहा है ना voice?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
In this case, we have been given two fuzzy sets A and B. The fuzzy set A contains three members x1, x2, x3 with membership values 0.3, 0.7 and 1 respectively. The fuzzy set B contains two elements y1 and y2 with membership values 0.4 and 0.9 respectively. Given these fuzzy sets, we need to perform a Cartesian product on these two fuzzy sets. So whenever you perform a Cartesian product on a given fuzzy sets, let's say that A and B, you will get a fuzzy relation R denoted by a fuzzy relation R is equivalent to Cartesian product between two fuzzy sets in this case.
Okay. So whenever, though it is the different fuzzy sets, but when we are going to perform the Cartesian product on that, obviously we are going to get the result as the relation. Is this clear? Hello? Yes?
Yes.
Yep, clear.
Now the question is how to perform a Cartesian product on two fuzzy sets. So whenever you perform a Cartesian product, you will get the fuzzy relation with a certain number of rows and columns in this case. Now the question is how many number of rows and columns will be there in the fuzzy relation. So that can be identified with the help of the number of members in each fuzzy set here. So in this case, the A is a first fuzzy set. There are three members are there, x1, x2, x3. So x1, x2, x3 will be the rows here. And there are two members are there in a second fuzzy set, that is B, y1 and y2. There will be 2 columns in this case. Now the next question comes in front of us is how to calculate these.
Got it, everyone? So how many rows and the columns will be there? So number of elements in the fuzzy set A, that is called as a rows, and this will be the columns. Is this clear?
Yes.
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 Values, that is x1 y1, x1 y2, x2 y1 and so on. So that can be calculated using this formula. The membership value of this fuzzy relation where x1 y1, this value, if you want to calculate minimum of the membership value of x1 in fuzzy set A, y1 in B here. So what is the membership value of x1 in A? If you go and check it here, the membership value of x1 in A is 0.3. That is what I have written here. Membership value of y in fuzzy set B is 0.4 here. Between these two, the minimum is 0.3 here. So 0.3 will be the value of x1, y1 in fuzzy relation R here.
Very easy. What do you say? Everyone? Hello?
Yes. Easy.
Yes.
Easy. Okay. Just x1, y1. So x1, y1 check करो उसमें minimum क्या है, that will come over here. Now tell me x1, y2. x1 is what? 0.3. y2 is 0.9. Whichever is the minimum, 0.3. Clear, everyone? Now x2, y1, x2, y2. x3, y1, x3, y2. Same like this, you are going to perform it. Is it clear now? Hello?
Yes.
It's very simple. I'm not going to continue this. You know this. I'm sharing this video link. Afterwards also I'm going to share with you. Is it clear? Now let's try to go with the practical based on this. इसमें सॉफ्ट कंप्यूटिंग में प्रैक्टिकल्स बहुत इजी है आपके. दैट इज वंस यू गॉट द फॉर्मूला इट इज वेरी इजी. नाउ लेट मी गो फॉर दिस वन. Now let me know how many members are there now. A and B. Is it clear? A 1 2 3, B A B C. These are the members. Am I right? These are the two fuzzy sets. All of you do it. Start with this. I'm just punching this with you. Do it. एक बार आपको, that is why I've shown you how to perform this one, so that writing the function will be very easy for you. Am I right? दोनों भी फजी सेट का जब भी कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट करोगे तो रिजल्ट इज व्हाट? रिलेशन. एम आई राइट? रिजल्ट इज द रिलेशन. आर यू विथ मी?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what we are doing now, tell me. Next. Function to compute the Cartesian product. So this is a function we have written, relation, blank relation R we have created. So for x in A and y in B, relation x comma y, how you will find out? Tell me. Minimum of x of A of x and B of y. Am I right? It's very simple. Just now whatever that we have done. Yes. This is how we are going to find it out. Then apply this on the Cartesian product. Print the relation. That's it. Very simple program. Let me know, are you getting the answer or not? And if you wanted to represent this in the form of the pandas data frame, you can also do this. I'm sharing the code. Not necessary you have to represent. If you can represent like this, that is also fine. But this is how you got it. Tell me, are you getting the same answer? Are you getting the same one?
Yes.
Yes. So this is the 9th practical. Now only practical I think which is remaining is a min-max wala problem. Min-max nahi, max-net ka problem hai. That is from the unit 2 that we are going to see on the Thursday session. Right?
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay,
एक आपका प्रैक्टिकल बचा है और एक स्मॉल यूनिट बचा है which is a complete theory. But anyways, I'm going to explain that to you all. So everyone is clear now with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. So Hira, have you taken the attendance? Please check.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
हाँ
The assignment which you have provided in which sums are there basically. So paper में the sums will be related to this only. जितने भी सारे sums है उससे related.
यस जितने भी सम्स हम लोग ने सॉल्व किए फजी सेट में उसमें से
There was
प्रॉब्लम्स आ सकते हैं.
हर एक statement में there was one sum in the assignment.
हाँ ये पूरा असाइनमेंट ही सम्स का ही है फजी सेट के ऊपर ही
Right.
है. तो क्वेश्चन पेपर में भी सम्स रहेंगे आपके शायद क्योंकि फजी सेट तो है ही आपका ऑब्वियसली सम्स भी रहेंगे.
Oh, okay. Okay, ma'am.
एंड दिस इज अ स्कोरिंग पार्ट फॉर यू. एम आई राइट?
Yes, ma'am. Very much.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So Hira, I'll share these notes and everything right away with you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So done everyone with the attendance. Ida, मुझे
Attendance
just
note.
yes. Thank you so much everyone. मुझे एक बार WhatsApp में पंच करना है Ida.
Yeah, okay.
चलो. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.